Welcome to Car Sales Talk 101, where it's all about life in the car business. Telling you like it is. Here's the man with the plan, Terry Cameron. Let's get started.
Welcome back to Car Sales Talk 101. I'm Terry Cameron. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Hey, this week's episode is going to be called the Half Tank Close, and we'll get into that in just a few minutes. But I wanted to announce that here over the next month or so, I will be changing the format of this show to members only. I will be setting up a Patreon page where members can join, and for, the fee's probably going to be about $3.29 a month. It's not going to get me rich by no means, but it will help pay for upgrades to some of the equipment we use and give me some incentive to keep on putting out more information, especially because after a couple 100,000 downloads, I get plenty of requests to answer questions and talk about specific things on the show. And guys, to be honest, it's tough to find the time, with all the maintenance around the house, with all the maintenance around the dealership, with doing some local training, taking care of my family, spending time with my granddaughter, and then getting this information out to you guys. It's a little tough. And it's real tough trying to find the time to do it. So I need a little incentive. So keep an eye out for that. I'll let you know when that is going to happen. I'll announce it on my Facebook page, LinkedIn, and on the last free episode that I do. Yes, I know I'm going to lose some subscribers. I'm going to lose some listeners, but that's okay. The people that are real serious about this and want to keep learning, not saying I'm all that, but I do bring some experience, and I do give some answers to some of our listeners because they tell me that. But every little bit that you can soak up, the better you are. So keep an eye out for that and listen up for the next couple episodes, and I'll let you know what's happening and where to find it. I would really appreciate your patronage. And with that said, let's talk about this week's close. It's called the Half Tank Close. Now, this close I did not come up with. Either did any trainer or manager that I've ever worked with. I got this close from a customer. This was several years ago, and it works perfect right now with the gas prices. There was a young couple trying to buy a Ford F-150, and I think gas at that time was mid-threes, or $3.50, somewhere around there. And he was a little concerned about how much it was going to cost to fill up his gas tank. At that time, I think we figured out it was going to be about $80. It was a rather large gas tank on the truck. And he was a young soldier, and $80 was a large chunk of change for him. So his wife thought about it a little bit, and she said, honey, this is what we're going to do. Let's not wait for the tank to get empty and have to spend $80 to fill it up. Let's fill it up every time we get to a half a tank. That way it's only $40. And it's going to be so much easier to get the $40 out of our pocket than the $80. He thought a little bit. He looked a little confused. As a matter of fact, I think his eyes crossed just a little bit trying to wrap his brain around what she just said. And he said, you know what, honey? That makes so much sense. I think we'll do it. And we sold him the truck. Now, I'm not going to talk anything else about that. If you didn't figure out what I was, where I was going and what she said and how that was just, I don't like using this word, but stupid, then I don't know if you ever will figure it out. But so what do we do now with the gas so high? I mean, the average, I think, right now is about $5 a gallon. In some places, I think I saw in San Francisco, it was $9 a gallon. And you know what's hot, at least in our dealership? Trucks. But we're seeing fewer and fewer customers. We're seeing fewer internet leads. We're getting fewer phone calls about our trucks than we have over the past year or so. And a lot of it has to do with the economy. I like to smoke a cigar, and I stopped at the local cigar shop yesterday and asked him how business was, and he goes, it's down about 17% over last year. And we talked a little bit about it, and I went to the grocery store, and I came out of there with a half a cart of groceries and, maybe a little bit of beer. It was $200. It's me and my wife in the house. I spent $200. So groceries are going up also. along with the gas. So people are cutting out the luxuries, the cigars. They're not smoking the cigars that they used to. And if they do keep smoking cigars, maybe they're going to a little bit lower brand. No more $10, $15, $20 cigars. They're going to go to those $4 or $5 cigars. It's just tight. Having to pay for the groceries, having to pay the light bill, having to make your car payments, and to buy gas for those cars. It's tight. So how do we do this? I don't know. I'm asking you guys, how do we do this? How do we convince a customer to buy a vehicle that's going to eat a lot of gas and cost a lot of money to fill up? Maybe we just talk to them about their budget and where things can be reallocated. Spend a little bit less money on streaming services. I looked at that, and I guess I have Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Stars, Paramount Plus, Disney. I have all these, and I looked at it and said, heck, I don't watch half of those. So I could cut some of that stuff out. And yeah, I was one of those people that went in and stopped buying the $10 and $15 cigars. Now I'm down to the $6 or $7 cigars. Honestly, I can't tell the difference. What else? Let's cut back on some going to the movies. How about that 12-pack? Maybe get a 6-pack. Maybe stop drinking. Okay, I'm going to confess. Stop drinking, like me, 3 or 4 beers a night, and cut it back down to maybe 1 or 2 beers a night. Stretch that 12-pack, 24-pack out a little bit further. You just have to roll up your sleeves with your customer. Help them work their budget. Maybe they have some credit cards that they're paying $50 a month on that they'll never pay off at $50 a month. Maybe they owe $500, $600 on those credit cards. How about if we roll some of those into the new car purchase, especially if you are a new car dealer and you have rebates to help them out? You just have to work with the customer. Again, roll your sleeves up, pull out a pencil, a calculator, and some paper, and work with them to figure out where in their budget they can find the extra money to purchase this new vehicle. But the one thing you have to keep in mind is gas is not going to stay $5, $6 a gallon. It's not. I've been doing this for now, it's 33 years, and I've seen it before. Prior to me getting in the car business, and I'm going to date myself here, I remember when we were allowed to get gas only on odd or even days. I remember the lines were 3 or 4 blocks long to get to the gas pump. And if you were lucky, when you got to the gas pump, there was still some gas in the pump. Things have changed. Things get better. They're good, they're bad, and they're in between. And if you're a professional, you just need to work through these tough times. Just keep on pushing. Remember, there's an answer to everything. There's a reason why people buy cars. It's because they need them. Not just because they want them, they need them. Now, with that in mind, how else can they save some money? What about taking a bus? Public transportation. I sure wish they had that available where I'm at, because I would definitely do it. I thought about riding my mountain bike to work. I just want to make it there, so I decided that wasn't very safe. So work with your customers. Help them fit the vehicle into their budget. And if it doesn't fit, then you turn into a counselor and you help them find a vehicle that does fit their budget and meets all their wants and needs and accomplishes what they wanted when they came in. It solved that problem. Help them. And you'll go far. Now, again, remember, we are going to be switching to a different format, and it's going to be a members-only show. And hopefully you guys don't all jump overboard and you come on over to my Patreon page. Again, I will put that information out here in the next few weeks. I think it's going to be great. I'm going to add some video also to our show, and we're going to put out episodes a little bit more frequent than we are right now. So remember, the sky's the limit, and I'll see you guys in a few weeks.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Please rate it and write a review on Apple Podcast. We appreciate your valuable feedback. You can email Terry at 10minutesalestalk@hot.rr.com. And don't forget to share the show with a friend.